Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just got off work about 7, well, it's about 7 a.m. and I just got off work and just out here videotaping the shrimp boats going out. Where this is Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. That's where I live right now, Bay St. Louis, Waveland area. And these are, you know, the shrimp boats that used to shrimp out here in the Gulf. But of course right now they can't do that anymore because of the oil spill. And instead of going out here looking for shrimp, they're actually going out helping to clean up the oil or getting the boom in place to keep the oil from you know, getting any further inland than it already is. This is just a view of, you know, some of the marsh, I guess you can call it, or whatever it is, but this is where a lot of wildlife live. This is going to be some of the stuff that's going to be affected by the oil. Now, as of what, I think a couple of days ago, I saw a newspaper headline saying that the oil had been leak had been capped, or, you know, temporarily stopped for right now. It was far away from here, but it's been almost 3 months now, and the oil has finally started to make landfall here. I mean, we had signs on the beaches just last week saying that the beaches were closed. They started finding tar balls on the beaches down here. But yeah, man, it's just sad to actually, you know that all of this could possibly be destroyed. I mean, of course, the oil leak has been, you know, capped or whatever, so the oil flow has gotten, you know, under control. The oil flow has, the spilling of the oil into the Gulf is somewhat under control, but you gotta think about all the oil that's still out there, and there's really nothing done about the majority of it yet. I mean, you know, they have the skimmers and everything out there, you know, getting the oil out of the water as best they can, but you know, it's only so much they can do, and you know, probably gonna take a long time for, you know, for all this to get cleaned up. I mean, it's been 3 months now. I mean, oil has been leaking for 3 months, and it just got stopped. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to get some shots of this, and you know, kind of show you what it's actually like down here, you know, and you can see what the news shows you. But I just kind of wanted to give you just a little bit of you know, what it's kind of like down here. Nice bird, one of the animals that's going to be affected by this. See, just right here, maybe a couple of Sundays ago, oily pelican was found, like right down there. Pelican covered with oil. I mean, I didn't actually see it, but you know, I heard about it, and the you know, some people in charge of the oil spill cleanup, in charge of the animal cleanup, actually came on site and picked it up. And you know, that's kind of when things start kind of hitting home, because of course we're in Mississippi, and you know, the oil spill hit, or the oil spill you know, impacted land and Louisiana first. So you know, this whole while, you know, we're hearing about the oil spill, and you know, we're hearing about little bitty, you know, we hear about traces of tar balls and everything washing up on the beaches, but you know, it doesn't actually hit home. And to see an oil covered animal, you know, right here at home, you know, I mean, you see it on TV and you're like, oh, that's bad, and you know it's gonna affect you, but it really doesn't seem like it's a real threat to you until, you know, something actually happens. And actually right here is where all the boats are usually docked at. That's where they all left from. Should have got a shot from here at first, but yeah, those used to be, you know, shrimpers, but now they're like oil workers. Of course, they're still shrimpers, but you know, they can't shrimp in these waters anymore. I should be filming this in HD so you can see how pretty it is, but you know, as you can see, the sun just came up. It's probably about 7:30 in the morning right now, and actually, this right here, I'm guessing the beach is open again, but that underneath that bag is a sign that says beach closed, and they had these signs up like all last week, and you know, I see it. They're covered in bags right now. There's this one, then there was also, you know, one down there, and then of course, see now the road that the beach is on is right here. There were signs all down there saying beach closed, I believe. The tide, when the tide came in, of course the tide covers, you know, most of the sand, you know, down this way. I mean, the water covers most of this sand down here, and sometime when the tide comes in, it actually covers the road down there, and they started finding tar balls all over the road. I mean, I guess it was the, like, you know, the most that they've ever found, you know, since this whole thing started. And they closed the beach down. They had to close the roads just to get it all cleaned up and stuff. And you know, they started posting these beach closed signs up. You know, you couldn't come out here because of the tar balls. But anyway, they actually had this closed, and you know, it was kind of a sad sight, because like what I was saying earlier today when I was you know, on top of the parking garage, it's like you really don't realize the magnitude of it until it actually, you know, hits home, because, you know, like I said, I live in Mississippi, and you know, I mean, just imagine those birds not having anywhere to live, or, you know, being covered in oil. And you know, what's really sad about it is they don't know that it's even happening to them. I mean, I'm standing right here just, you know, as a human being, you know, knowing that something bad about to happen, and they're just going about their everyday lives, you know, not knowing, you know, what kind of danger they're in, or actually none of the wildlife knows. And you know, it's just something, you know, I'm thinking about. I know I'm sounding a little crazy, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get home. Been here for 8 hours already. It's time for me to go home and go to sleep so I can get ready to come back. Look at this, it's 7. It's still about 7. It's like 7:30 in the morning. Well, no, it's almost 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 86 degrees outside already. Goodness.